What's going on, guys? Your boy Amazing. We're back with another video, and in today's video, guys, I'm going to be going over how you should be gearing Green Guardian Jericho. So I know a lot of you guys have been asking me in my comment section and even in my streams for Belmos, what gear should I be running on my Green Jericho here. And in this video, I'm going to be going over basically the best gear you should be running on this unit, because a lot of people, they don't really know how to go about using Green Jericho, especially now that she's meta in Belmos. So the gear set I like to run on my Green Jericho is going to be the attack crit damage set. And the reason we actually run the attack crit damage set over maybe triple crit damage or even attack defense, the reason for that is actually because Green Jericho does a lot of damage on her critical hits, and it also scales because her passive here increases crit chance by 10% per hero skill use. So you want to kind of abuse Jericho's crit damage, being that she has already decently high crit damage, right? And she starts off with 50% crit chance. So once she does 5 attacks, she's going to be at 100% crit chance, and then she's going to be doing 219% critical damage with the gear that I have on right now, with the crit damage gear. If we take it off, it's basically 200% critical damage though, which is kind of insane, right? So you always want to go off of Jericho having high crit damage. Another thing you can run is triple crit damage, but the problem with triple crit damage on Green Jericho is that if you're doing an event that has really high crit resistance early on, Green Jericho is not really going to be doing any damage on a triple crit set because she's not going to be critting. If you want to kind of run the attack set to kind of supplement for not having the triple crit, because if you are doing Belmos, you're not going to be critting every single phase, right? The second and third phase, your chance of critting goes down initially, because the first phase you actually can just crit on your ultimate pretty easily, but once you get to the second and third phase, it is a little hard to actually crit. So that's why I like to run attack crit damage on my Jericho. And then for the rolls on the top set here, you don't have to put any crit damage rolls on your Jericho. I just go straight attack. So I have 14.7% attack on my top roll right there, and then another 14.7. But all you want to make sure you have here is that you have 2 crit damage pieces and then 4 attack pieces. So yeah, that's basically why I go about using Jericho and run the attack crit damage set here. Another thing to note as well is that the reason you run attack crit damage over attack defense per se is because if you're doing Belmos and you specifically made Jericho for Belmos, you want her to do as much damage on her crits as possible, especially when you're nuking with her on the first phase, because in Belmos you actually have to rush your ultimate, and that's part of you actually one-shotting him, right? I don't know if I can get some clips here, but maybe I'll pull up a clip of Green Jericho one-shotting the first phase here of Belmos, right? But yeah, you want to have a decently high amount of crit damage to actually one-shot the first phase, if you are going to be the person using the Jericho ultimate and one-shotting, right? Because I think the first health of Belmos has about 400k health, so if you can crit and do more than 400k health, then that is good enough right there. So yeah, and then another thing too about an attack crit damage set for Green Jericho is it's definitely the best set, regardless for all content, for general content's sake. Attack crit damage is the best set for Green Jericho, and I think it goes well with the other Jerichos as well, because you can actually run attack crit on the red one and even the blue one. So that in itself is already a really nice bonus right there if you're going to be running attack crit on your Jericho there. You guys might be wondering, Amazing, where do I get the crit damage pieces for making an attack crit damage set? Because I know some people don't actually know where to get the crit damage pieces, but I'll actually show you where you can actually get them. So let's go to the PvP shop real quick, which I'm actually already in the area. But you go to the PvP shop and you can actually get critical damage pieces from here. And I highly recommend building your set in the format where you have the crit damage pieces as the defense pieces. And I recommend doing this because if you go to my Lost Vein here, but yeah, you can actually buy the crit damage pieces there. But if we go to my Lost Vein, or even my Assault Melee, let's see my Assault Melee, give him his attack crit set. So my Assault Melee, I have the crit damage pieces in the middle, and the reason we put the crit damage pieces in the middle is because if you wanted to make another set for Jericho being an HP set, if you wanted to have her as a link, you can actually swap out these middle pieces for the defense pieces, and you would have an attack defense set, and then you can swap the top and the bottom pieces for an HP, and you can actually make an HP set. So if you ever wanted to go HP on Jericho, for whatever reason, it's not a bad idea if you wanted to use her as a link, because she is pretty beefy after getting her buff when Red Jericho dropped. But if you run an HP set with Jericho, it's not too bad because you actually get a decent bonus. And then actually being able to swap out the middle pieces here, which are the most irrelevant ones, I'd say. Well, they're not as prevalent as the top pieces, right? So if you swap out the middle pieces for defense per se, then it's not too bad. But yeah, generally you want to go like attack crit on your Jericho just because it's going to be the best set for like general content, because of how her passive works in that she's increasing her critical chance by 10% per hero skill use. So every time she uses a bleed card or a weak point card or even her ultimate, which also counts towards it as well, she's going to be increasing her critical chance and then being able to take out the boss there. So that's going to be it for the video. I hope you guys enjoyed. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe as always, and if you guys want to see more videos like this, definitely let me know in the comment section below, and I'm going to see you guys in the next video. Peace out and have a great rest of your day.